name is Angie. I have my daughter, Haley, my grandson, Mason. Malia, like he said, is in the NICU at St. Mary's Hospital. At the Ronald McDonald House, we're really known as Mason's family. So now you know our real names. So I'm really honored that Carmen asked me to speak tonight and share our story with all of you from a grandmother's perspective. Come on. First, I'm going to be honest. The only thing I really knew about the Ronald McDonald House prior to December 30th of 2018 was that Malia's grandfather used to volunteer his time. He's a barber, and he volunteered his time cutting hair over Labor Day weekend and donate the money to the Ronald McDonald House. I also knew that he saved pop tabs. I really didn't know why or how important those pop tabs were. I also knew that at Ronald McDonald's, in the restaurant and at the drive-thru, there were the collection boxes. I really thought it was just a place for parents to sleep while their children were in the hospital. I never imagined that we would become one of the families that would need to stay at the Ronald McDonald House. I guess nobody really does. So at this time, I'm going to take you on a little journey. You can sit in my seat or stand in my shoes. It's very emotional, but I want to impress upon you all what a blessing you have been to our family and everything that we have received from the Ronald McDonald House organization. Our story begins on December 22nd of 2018. Malia Mason Sissy was born 8 weeks premature. That day, Mayo helicopters couldn't fly, so there was no transportation to get her to the hospital. Haley could not be transferred by ambulance because Malia's heart rate was dropping, so they had to do an emergency C-section. The St. Mary's ambulance crew arrived a short time later, and they worked on Malia for approximately 4 hours before they took her by ambulance from Owatonna. 2 days later, Haley was released from the hospital, and Mommy and Daddy were able to visit Malia. A social worker at the hospital referred them to the Ronald McDonald House. We, like other families, were placed on a waiting list. Thank God for that addition that you have. Really. For the donors and the sponsors and all the volunteers getting that done. We checked into a hotel, wondering how long we would be there, how things were going to get paid, who was going to watch Mason, who was going to be there to support Haley, but most of all, we were so concerned for Malia. How long were we going to be in Rochester? And let me tell you, sitting in a hotel room looking at 4 walls, your mind begins to wander, and thoughts and questions haunt you, and you have a pit in your gut that just does not go away. Prayer and faith sustained me. Trying to stay activated in a hotel room with a 2-year-old also is not an easy task. He thought the telephone was a pet. He took it for walks, but that was okay. Thankfully, after just a few days, the Ronald McDonald House called, and they had a room available on December 30th. So on December 30th of 2018, we checked in. A wonderful lady checked me in. To be honest, I don't recognize who that was. I don't remember. We were emotionally and just physically spent. I do remember that she was very calming and very reassuring and just pleasant. She went over all the rules and policies. Haley signed some papers. Then some young man gave us a tour, and he said he was a college student. Again, I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. But he took us on a tour, and he showed us everything from the Kemp's ice cream chest to where the garbage room was. And please do not close that door. Get locked in, how to escape. So far, we've been okay there. We have not been locked in. We were showing the arcade room, the mailboxes, our refrigerator, and our pantry. And then the community room with all the snacks and treats. Then we were led to our room. And I recall trying so hard to sound excited for my daughter and for my grandson, but inside I was spinning. Truly, I didn't want to be there. I didn't want anything to do with it. I wanted to take my daughter, my grandson, and my granddaughter and just go home and have everything be okay. I was sick inside. We couldn't do that. We still haven't been able to do that. The first week there was a blur, getting family members scheduled to stay at the Ronald McDonald House with Haley, as she refused to leave Rochester and her daughter, but still needed time with Mason. I do believe the Ronald McDonald House has saved her sanity, as she could not fathom leaving Rochester, especially during the winter months, never knowing about weather. Imagine that. I remember feeling very overwhelmed, not sure what to do or where to go. It was something that I couldn't fix. I knew I had to stand in faith, to pray and believe God was with us and everything would be okay. Sorry. I'll tell you, coming to the Ronald McDonald House has given my family more than we could ever have imagined. The nice cozy room, the community dinners, the paw pal visits, and surprises in the mailbox. It's amazing. But we found a support team. The staff and volunteers now feel like family as we continue down Malia's medical journey. With the activities and the wonderful people, there's no time for thoughts or questions to circle in your minds. And if there is, we have somebody right there to talk to, somebody to vent a bit without judgment. We receive encouragement and reassurance that the feelings we have are typical for what we are going through. What blessings we gain from these supportive people. I'm not sure how I can find words of how grateful we really are. Mason enjoys the house so much, he walks around as if he owns it. He has learned to help with laundry, take out the garbage, and enjoys times in the playroom. I've also been told that he likes to job shadow some of the volunteers and workers with their tasks. He looks at Joe outside of that second-story window and dances and waves right along with him. Right, you like Joe, right? Yeah, he truly loves greeting staff and guests with a simple hi or numerous hi, 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 hi. That's right. He's happy being in one place with his mommy, sometimes daddy, sometimes grandma, and sometimes even great-grandma. Yes, we've had 4 generations in the Ronald McDonald room, sometimes all in one night. As we plan times around everyone's schedule to be at the Ronald McDonald House, but he's thriving, so we count another blessing, a safe environment for Mason, and he brings joy to all of us. The Ronald McDonald House has become much more than just a place to stay. It truly is a home away from home. The easy access to the hospital, the cab vouchers, the bus system, all make spending time with Malia and us learning the training for her cares when she comes home so much easier. Haley has had opportunities to meet other parents as they support each other and are included in each other's medical journeys, battling the same fears and frustrations. This has impacted her in the best way possible. She knows she's not alone in her feelings. No one is a stranger at the Ronald McDonald House. Families and staff rally around each other, support each other, and I really cannot find words to express how appreciative we are for that. Today marks our 101st day at the Ronald McDonald House. My urge to fix things is gone. You see, the wonderful volunteers and workers we have met have been a shoulder to lean on, an ear to hear us, a helping hand and a hug on the days that seem real bleak. A lot of people would run from these types of situations. You know, sick children, distraught parents, but not here, not at the Ronald McDonald House. This staff, this organization gives a mental and physical break to my family and countless other families. As much as I want to have all of us home and Malia out of the hospital, I know we will miss the support, the love, the smiling faces, and just all the good things that we have received at the Ronald McDonald House. To all of you who have given your time, your finances, and your goods, without you, there would be no Ronald McDonald House. Therefore, there would be no story to tell. We have definitely witnessed the best people, and we will forever have you in our hearts. These honestly are not enough words to tell you how thankful we are. Just saying thank you will never be enough. Our prayer is that God will bless you all as you have blessed us. Thank you.